Hey there, crazy kids. This is a good old gamer, and this is part two, my answering video, uh, which is basically a response to part one, where I told you guys to give me your questions because I've reached the 400 subscriber milestone. So, yes, let's get started. Got a lot of questions this time around, which is good, and most of them are really good questions, too. So, this should be interesting. Let's just go down the line here. This is the comments section for that video, so we're just going to go through them all in no particular order. Just going to go through the ones that come up as they come up. So, yeah, let's get started. Zygos3 asks, have you enjoyed the past year of being a Let's Player? You know, for the most part, yes, I have. I really have. I can't complain. If I didn't like doing this, I wouldn't be doing this because this is just a hobby. This is just what I do to kill time and to provide for the YouTube community. So yeah, for the most part, I've enjoyed it. I mean, I've had some not so great days when I've had to deal with technical issues with games and whatnot, but for the most part, yes, I have enjoyed it. When I started this, I didn't think I was going to be doing this for an entire year. Because when I started this, I thought I'd just be doing Mass Effect, getting that out, and then being done. But hey, whatever. Onwards and upwards, right? Okay, I don't know if that made any sense. But anyways, let's continue. Telenite, and I'm probably saying that wrong. Anyways. Telenite asks, how many Minecraft episodes do you think you'll make? Right now, I don't have anything like official of when I'm going to end my series on Minecraft, but I'm thinking maybe around the 200 videos mark will be enough, and it'll depend on what I'm doing at the time in Minecraft. If I'm like smack dab in the middle of a project at the 200 video mark, then it might be a little bit more. If I'm not doing anything in particular, I might just end it there. I don't know yet, but I'm kind of been there, done that with a lot of Minecraft right now, and I'm ready to kind of just be done with it. I know for some of you who watch my videos, that's going to come as a surprise and you're not going to want it to end, but there's only so much you can do in Minecraft at this point. And I might come back to it later once it's finished and there may be more to see, but we've basically covered everything we can cover in it. So I'm going to finish up the tower that I'm making right now in Minecraft, and I've got another one or two building projects I can do in the meantime, maybe do some more cave exploration, but yeah, Minecraft's pretty much run its course, so I'm thinking the 200 videos mark, give or take a few videos. So yeah, I may do more, may do less, but that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Skypo2 asks, when did you start with gaming? What was your first game you played, and how old were you? I started gaming when I was just old enough to game. I mean, I grew up right at the time when gaming was just like getting started. I grew up in the optimum time. The first gaming that I did, well, the first console that I owned, and I'm going to say I owned it because me and my brother played it. I mean, my parents bought it at the time because we're just kids, but the first console I owned was the original NES, original Nintendo Entertainment System, and that was back when it was new. That was back in the 80s when it first came out, because I remember the first game we got with it was the one that came with it, which was the Super Mario Brothers and the Duck Hunt combo, which was really cool. Because we have essentially got two games with our Nintendo for the deal, and they were both really good games, to be honest. So that was good. I played the Atari 2600 before that and some games on there, but we didn't own the console. It was a family friend that had it and it just loaned it to us for a while. And then of course that's when all the gamings started to take off. Console gaming, PC gaming, all of that really started to take off back in the 80s and such. First game I ever played was probably, I'd have to say, Pong on the Atari 2600. And I know that's kind of a stereotypical answer for older people to give, because that was like one of the first games, if not the first, widely main public game. But I'm thinking Pong for the Atari 2600. I mean, I was a young kid back then, so I'm not entirely too sure if that was the one, but it was probably that. If it wasn't that, then it was definitely the original Super Mario Brothers. Excuse me. But I'm thinking it was Pong. How old was I? Geez, I don't know, 4 or 5. I mean, I was, like I said, as soon as I was old enough to get the concept of gaming, I was gaming. I just happened to grow up right at the right time where all of that was coming out, so it was just a really good time. Let's see. Next, Belgian Summer. I like that name, by the way. Are you planning on doing Assassin's Creed, and do you have animals? Okay, that's kind of random. First question, Assassin's Creed. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, I guess. I haven't really considered it. I think that's out for the PC. I've heard it is. I heard that Assassin's Creed 1 isn't all that great. I don't know. I heard the second one was maybe better. I've never played Assassin's Creed or the second one, so it's never been a consideration. But I do consider requests, so I'll keep that in mind. It might be something I look into in the future. I don't have it right now, so it's probably not going to be anytime soon, but I'll think about it. Sure, why not? Do I have animals? No, because I live in an apartment in town, and my apartment doesn't allow me to have pets. So I don't have animals. I used to have cats, dogs, horses, cows, back when I lived on my family ranch, but I don't right now. Let me get a drink. Ah, that's better. Okay, onwards. The 24th Dane. Do you own a console, or is all your gaming done on the computer? All my Let's Playing at this point is done on the computer. It's simply for technical reasons. It's just easier to record and render out and get uploaded, and the videos look better all around. But I do have a console. In fact, I have 3 consoles. I've mentioned this in other videos, but I have the original Xbox, I have the GameCube for the Nintendo, and I have the PlayStation 2. I haven't played any of those consoles in quite a while because I've been doing this Let's Playing and stuff, but my favorite console of the ones I have is definitely the original Xbox. Love the controller on that machine. It's just my favorite. I don't know why, but it is. I can't hardly stand the PlayStation 2 controller. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it doesn't have the similar layout that the Xbox does. I don't get it. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but I love the Xbox controller. Out of all the console controllers that I've ever had, I think the Xbox controller, the original Xbox controller, and the original NES controller with just the 2 buttons and the directional pad thing those 2 are the best controllers I've had. So yes, I own a console. I own 3. The original Xbox, the Nintendo GameCube, and the PlayStation 2. I just haven't done any videos on any of those systems yet because the videos are for standard TVs and the resolution isn't all that great. So I may do them in the future, but I haven't yet. Well, I've tried a couple experimental ones, but they didn't turn out great, which is why I haven't done them so far. Um, COD Black Ops UK asks, what do you plan to do in your Minecraft world? Finish up my tower that I've started and make a big snowball uh, out of the snowballs that I have saved up in storage, which I would have to turn into blocks to then make the snowball-ish building if I can make it. Hopefully I can make it spherical and stuff, but that's my plan. Either a snowball or a snowman, which would be a series of snowballs. Because people have been wanting me to use those snowballs that I have in storage for some reason. It just bugs them that I have those. But that's basically the only plans I have, really. I can't really say I have any plans beyond that at this point. We'll see what goes on. Mamaki 1987, did you ever play KOTOR? And if you haven't, will you LP it? I have played KOTOR, and for those of you not in the know, KOTOR is internet speak for Knights of the Old Republic. Best Star Wars game ever made, in my humble opinion. I have played KOTOR. I played the sequel as well, KOTOR 2, the Sith Lords. Wish I could talk, but will I make a Let's Play from it? Maybe in the future. I don't know. I have it for the Xbox, so it may be a while yet. And it'll have to be one of those games that I have to think about doing for a while because it's a long-term RPG. I mean, it could be anywhere between 40 and 50 hours. The original KOTOR could, so it's if I make some Xbox Let's Plays, it'll definitely be one that I do, but I haven't decided if I'm going to do the Xbox LPs yet. So yeah, I may do it in the future. I don't know, but I have played it. Is Cheese Meat asks, do you like turtles? Yes, I do. Especially the Teenage Mutant Ninja kind. But just in general, yeah, sure, I like turtles. Why not? Who doesn't like turtles? I mean, seriously. Mr. Waffle 71. If you were stranded on an island with no food or clean water and had a choice of 5 things, what would they be? Well, my choices for 1 and 2 would be food and clean water. Because I wouldn't want to be on an island without food or clean water. And then what would the other 3 be? A knife, a heavy duty knife. Simply because it could be used as a tool, it could be used as a weapon, it could be used for a variety of things. So a knife would definitely come in handy. What else? Got 2 more choices. Probably, well, probably my BlackBerry phone and a working cell tower for it. Because if I could have my phone and get a text message out or a phone call of some sort for rescue, that would be entirely really handy. If that's too much out of the realm of possibility, probably, I don't know, my laptop and some way of powering it by solar power. Because then I could keep myself busy. You know, because I can imagine on a stranded island, it's going to be a pretty lonely place. Much like the Minecraft world is. So, yeah. I guess that answers your question. I don't know. Choices 1 and 2 would definitely be food and clean water if there's no such thing on the island. Yeah. Anyways, Humafrag asks, what was your experience with gaming growing up as a child? Well, I kind of already answered this, but I started gaming as soon as I could game because it was just at the right time. Like I said, the Nintendo Entertainment System, the original one, was coming out. The Atari 2600 had just came out, and gaming was just getting started. So I got started right at the beginning, practically. And once I got older, like when I was a teenager, I got into some of the PC gaming stuff. But yeah, I had an original NES, and later on we had the Super Nintendo. And what else did we have? I don't know. We might have stopped at the Super Nintendo, and then I played the other systems from friends' houses or something. I don't know. Oh, we had the original Game Boy. That big old brick. I don't know if some of you remember the original Game Boys. Whew, that was awesome. The original Game Boy, yeah. And then we had the Game Boy Advanced, or the Game Boy Pocket or something. It was a slimmer version that did this exact same thing. So yeah, I played a lot of games when I was a kid, but they were all the older ones. Of course they were. In school even, I remember, like I mentioned in a video before, I think on my vlogging channel, but I played Oregon Trail. I think the first PC game I ever played was Solitaire on Windows 3.1. And we played the Oregon Trail, and later on when I had my Mac, I played Doom, I think. I don't know if I played Doom on my Mac or if it was on a PC before that, but yeah, I played a bunch of games. Played most of the Nintendo games that came out for the NES and the Super Nintendo for sure, and the Game Boy, original Game Boy. But there was a time after that point, like the Nintendo 64, the first original, what was it, the first Dreamcast, and then the first PlayStation stuff. During those eras, I kind of missed out on the whole console gaming stuff, other than playing at friends' places, but I was mostly PC gaming at that point. Then I got back into console gaming with the Xbox and the PlayStation 2 and stuff. I loved gaming when I was growing up as a kid. I loved it because everything was new. Nothing had been done before in gaming back then. I mean, every game was new. Every Super Mario Brothers game was new. It hadn't been done before. That was when gaming was really at its best. When gamers weren't jaded, when game makers weren't jaded, when everything just worked. And there were bad games, of course. None of them were like super perfect, but it was all new. I miss that because these days when you're gaming, it's been there, done that, and it's so hard to get back to the original stuff. But anyways, yeah. Loved it when I was gaming as a kid because, like I said, everything was new. So it was fun. It was awesome. Cool Dudes 597. What games do you plan to do in the future? Let's see. In the future, Transformers, War for Cybertron, Splinter Cell Conviction, Star Trek Voyager Elite Force. Those are the latest ones that I'm pretty sure I'm going to get to doing at some point. Mass Effect 3 is definitely one I'm going to do. In fact, like I've said before, my Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3, the Mass Effect franchise is why I started Let's Playing. And they're the main focus of my channel, so I'm definitely going to do Mass Effect 3 when it comes out. Even if I would stop Let's Playing for a time and then come back, I would come back for Mass Effect 3. So, yeah, those are just some games I'm planning on doing. I want to kind of get through the PC games I have before I get on to any other ones, really. So those are the ones I'm looking forward to in the future. I may even get to playing some Diablo 2 and the expansion pack Lord of Destruction, but I don't know about that one for sure yet. I do have it, I just haven't decided whether I'm going to play it yet or not. The Mind Fiend asks, we know what games you like to play, so let's find out more. What and why is it your favorite movie, TV show, and book? My favorite movie is probably Galaxy Quest because it's just a nice parody kind of take on the sci-fi shows like Star Trek more specifically than anything else really, but most of the sci-fi shows it's a nice take on. Just a fun movie. Love that movie. Uh, Most of my friends around here in locally in real life, I guess you could say, uh, just quote that movie all the time. Just love that movie. Galaxy Quest definitely probably my most favorite movie, if not my absolute most favorite movie. Mostly because I love Star Trek and I love sci-fi shows in general, so I get most, if not all, the inside jokes in that movie. So it's nice. I love the whole parody of it. Um, my favorite TV show, well, I got several favorite TV shows. Love MacGyver, if you haven't guessed already. I've named at least one character after MacGyver. Um, love Quantum Leap. That's a nice old show too. Um, Dukes of Hazzard. Loved that show back when it was on in the 80s or whatever. Um, I think that's it. Oh, Mythbusters. That's more current, more modern, I guess. Um, I like Smallville. I like the earlier seasons more than the later ones, but I haven't seen seasons 9 or 10 yet on that, so that's probably it in terms of favorite ones, I suppose. Um, and then, of course, Star Trek and Stargate, SG-1. But those are more, I'm not going to name specific like series of those because, especially for like Star Trek, because I like them all. So I like sci-fi in general. So there's a lot of sci-fi shows I like. Quantum Leap's my most favorite one, just because of the whole concept and it was just a really good show back then. So yeah, and I heard rumor has it that they're making a Quantum Leap movie sometime soonish. That would be awesome. Would love to watch a Quantum Leap movie as long as they did it right. They could really do it wrong and screw it all up, but if they did it right, that'd be great. Um, as far as favorite book, I almost ignored that one. As far as favorite book, I don't know if I have a specific favorite book or not. Um, Books I enjoyed reading lately have been the books based on the Halo franchise and and a couple books based on the Splinter Cell series of games. Not so much because they're like great works of literature or anything, but they provided perspectives on those games that you just don't get from the games. And both of them are much more realistic, much more gritty, much more I don't know, much more personal in terms of covering those two universes, I guess I should say. So I've enjoyed those. Um, I don't know if I want to say they're my favorite because they just happen to be the ones I've read most recently. So yeah, I hope that answers that somehow. Momo951, and I think that's Momo951. Whatever. Sorry if I've said that wrong. Have you played World of Warcraft? No, I have not. Will I play it? No, I will not. I get that several times. Never been into World of Warcraft. Never have. I've got several friends here in real life who love World of Warcraft. I've never gotten into it. I've seen videos of it. I've seen people play it. I've heard of my friends talking about it all the time. It's not something I'm into, especially since it's subscription based, since you have to pay every month to do it, and I could not enjoy it enough to have to pay for it every month. It's not for me. Sorry. Will I ever make a let's play of it? No, because I will never play it. Most especially until it becomes free to play, and even then I'm not gonna play it. So, because it doesn't grab me. I don't see the point of going on raids and stuff. Doesn't make much sense to me. But yeah. And apparently this wasn't a question. This was something else. I don't know. Whatever. Silverwolf 1652. Do you like tacos? Do I like tacos? Sure, I like tacos. Tacos are yummies. That's kind of a random question, but yes, of course I like tacos. Who doesn't like tacos? Anyways, did I answer them all? I think I did. I hope I did. Maybe I did. So, there you have it, I guess. I have answered all of your questions for the 400 subscribers special Q&A deal. And just to make sure, let's refresh the page. Definitely looks like I did, so there you have it. We'll go through this Q&A deal again when I get up to 500 subscribers, whenever that'll be. And I look forward to more of your questions then. But for now, let's see if I can edit this video. Hey there. And stop the stupid video in the process. Settings. Don't allow comments and don't allow video responses. And there you go. Saved. So yeah, you'll get a chance to ask questions again in the next go round when I get to 500 subscribers. So until then, thanks for watching, boys and girls. Of course, I am the Good Old Gamer. Talk to you again soon. Bye for now.